Hello, this is Brandon Ivey, and I wanted to have a personal development session something that came to my mind, and I wanted to be able to record it while it's still fresh in my head at the moment. This literally just happened about 5 minutes ago. I'm very, very big on personal development and being able to learn new ideas and move to the next level. And what I've been doing today is listening to a lot of information from Jim Rohn. This is his anniversary, and see a lot of guys like Tony Robbins and Darren Hardy, Eric Worre, Les Brown. They're all celebrating the life of Jim Rohn and what he stood for in personal development. And one of the things I remember Jim Rohn talking about was being able to create a better life for yourself regardless of your background, where you come from, where you were born in, your settings. That each and every one of us has a choice to be able to become greater than we currently are. And one thought I had was, is it ever possible to create the perfect society, the utopia? And I don't think so. I am a Christian, so the Bible says that's not possible, simply because the earth has to go to hell for the Lord to come back a second time. So ultimately, there is going to be no utopia until Jesus Christ returns and creates if you believe in what the Bible says, 1,000 years of peace after, the rapture and all that takes place. But when I look at it scientifically, I look at it like this: what drives human nature? The ability to have things, the ability to have a good quality of life. And the only way that you can have a good quality of life is if you have the resources to be able to afford it. That's the way society is based upon. And you look over the last couple of centuries, different nations and cultures have different versions on how to achieve a greatest quality of life for its masses, whether it be communism, fascism, libertarianism, capitalism. They all have their different versions, and history has shown that so far capitalism has been the most successful. Hasn't been, I would call, the best. It just has been the most successful for the most amount of people. The free economy, the ability to go out there and make something of yourself if you have no limits against you, to accumulate as much resources as possible, that allows you the freedom to do whatever you want in life and what your passions are. Is that possible for a full society to do, for every single human? Well, I always believe that we live in a world of abundance, not a world of neglect or scarcity. That there's enough resources on this planet for every single person to live as a millionaire. That's a human that's alive today. The top 3% just hoard so much money. They have more money and buying power than 90% of the world population, just the top 3%. So if it was, dispersed evenly, and that's the notion of communism. The only problem with that is communism has failed over and over and over again. When you put all the money and resources in the hands of the government to tell you what they believe is best for you, rather than humanity or humans to be able to tell what they want and what's best for them, to be able to achieve their God-given talents. So ultimately, you think of the society of like Star Trek. And when you think of Star Trek was created in a world where there is no money, where each person is personal career and goal is to the betterment of humanity, of humankind, when they realize that they're not alone in the galaxy. There is much more to work for than just individualism. It's more of a community. And is that possible now? I don't think so, not yet. However, if we change the concept of a perfect society to a perfect you, meaning for you to be able to live life the fullest, for you to be able to do and achieve all the goals that you personally want, you must have unlimited resources to allow you to have them. You must have freedom. If you're working a 9-to-5 job with the goal that you have to pay your bills, you will never have the freedom. If you're doing anything for that matter, where you're exchanging time for money, you'll never have the freedom to do and become what you're truly capable of doing. So we can control as individuals the ability to pursue unlimited resources as an individual and as a family. And to do so does require a lot of personal development. so that you understand that money is just a resource. Money is just energy. Money is not the end result, it's the beginning. Once you have a lot of money, it's not where the world stops for you. And most people who have never had money before don't understand this. They think that, once I get a lot of money, I'm done. No, once you have a lot of money, that's when you begin. That's when you begin life. What would you do with your life if money was no object? If you could buy and have and do whatever the hell you wanted to do, and you've already done all of this, what do you do with the rest of your life? What is your focus on? Those who are able to achieve that type of thinking and realize that, okay, money is just a vehicle, a resource, like putting gas in your car. Your car can be a Lamborghini, but if you don't have any gasoline, you're not going anywhere. Well, every single human has been blessed with the gift of God that you are priceless as an individual. But without any gas, you're not going anywhere. You need the resources to do so. This is why you must become wealthy. Read the book, The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. It is your right to be wealthy, and because only then can you completely achieve your purpose. That doesn't mean that you're going to have a less quality of life because you don't have a lot of money. No. You can have a great quality of life, but to achieve your ultimate purpose means that you cannot have any boundaries or restrictions that limit you and your ability to do things. Job is the first. Lack of momentum or movement is another. Most people never leave 50 miles of where they were born. Complete and ultimate freedom should be the goal of every single mankind. And once you attain that goal, to help others. Well, that's just what I had on my mind right now. I wanted to get out quickly on a recording. Sounded more like rambling, but I hope it makes sense to somebody else. Thank you for listening. My name is Brandon Ivey. Bye-bye.